in. Let's talk travel 2026. Let's talk travel 2026. So, what do you have planned? We are glistening July. We are all things hospitality. We focus on cruising, we hotels, well, accommodations, lodging. Those are the same thing. We focus on recreation. We focus on food and beverage. We focus on transportation. Like, how are you going to get to where you have to go when you're, moving around or about throughout the hospitality industry? We have been around since 2021. So but me personally, have been a solo traveler since I was a minor. I have been left in an airport. I have been in an airport where there was a bomb threat and I did not speak the language and I was the only person in the airport. I have um, I have been left at the airport by my aunt in California several times, and she's left my child at the airport in California several times. So yeah, so come on in, everybody. We make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. We're gonna talk about where are we going in 2026. I already took my first trip of the year. That trip was to Lafayette, Louisiana. I normally don't travel in January, but this year let me take that back. I normally don't travel in the beginning of January, but this year I went to a meeting and it was the earlier part of January, which is very rare for me. So I normally only travel after January 21st. And last year, this time, I was in Dubai. I was there for 11 days. I was 11 days in Dubai. So that was interesting. I left on January 30th and came back. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. How are you? Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. We're talking about all things travel. What do you have planned? Let's talk about it. I want to know where y'all going. I've been doing well. How are you? Hi, welcome. I want to hear where you going. Is it Cruz? I don't want to mispronounce your first name, but that's good. Where are you going this year? I want to hear about where you guys are going. I want to know if I've been there, if I'm interested in going. Oh, I'm very, very old. I am not young. I may look young, but I'm very, very old. So I want to know where you're going. I want to know, what do you have planned? Hello, Philip. How are you? I want to know about your trips for 2026. Where are you going? What do you have planned? I don't have anything planned. I don't. I have ideas, but where are you going in Tennessee? I've been to Nashville and Memphis. Are you going to, okay, so where are you going in the summer? I want to know that. I got to go to, on plane, go, I forgot my phone to say. Oh, okay. So yeah. Oh, Gatlinburg. I have not been to Gatlinburg yet. I used to live in Tennessee and not Tennessee. I used to live in Cincinnati. And a lot of people from Cincinnati travel down. I met someone, they do a lot of renovations. So they do fix and flips in that area. And so I was interested in going because I wanted to stay in one of their fix and flips. So I met somebody in that area. That's the one part of Tennessee I have not gone to. When my friends went when we were in college, I stayed at home. Yeah, I don't have any plans. I have an idea of where I would like to go. Oh, that'd be nice. My daughter just asked me if she could go to the Bruno Mars concert, and I was like, oh, wow. So when we went to Yellowstone National Park, there was a moose um, that was all over my truck because I illegally parked. We stayed in the park and they have cabins. So there was a moose that was all over my truck. When I went to Alaska, I wanted to see a bear, but I didn't get to see no bears. But that should be very, very nice. I want to go to Gatlinburg. You should take me with you. I mean, I hope you not look crazy, because then I'd be like, oh man, now I gotta fight for my life. But yeah, where else? Dutchman in Chicago currently headed to. Oh, okay. I've been to Hong Kong. We went to Hong Kong last summer. That's a story. Where are you staying in Hong Kong? We stayed at the Marriott in Daegon, Da Nang, Vietnam. Did I say that right? Oh, thank you. These are LA Eyewear, I think. I got them from Insight Opticians on F Street in DC. Her name is Yolanda and Tony. Got them at Insight Opticians. Um, Thailand. I haven't been to Thailand yet. I think I'm going to Vietnam this year. I think I'm going to Vietnam actually twice this year, to be honest with you. Um, I just don't know when. But I do like Chicago. Chicago is my favorite city in the summertime. I don't know what it is about Chicago. Chicago is so nice in the summer. Very, very nice in the summer. If you have not been to Chicago in the summertime, so have you been there? Have you been to Vietnam before already, Constantine? Because this is my first time going, and I know that I have to. No, I'm not. No, I'm going to Vietnam for business. That's why I would be going. But I do have to go twice this year. Um, have you, Constantine, have you been to Vietnam before? Because I've never gone. And so this is my first time. Yes. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is my first time going. I haven't gone to Thailand. I was supposed to go to Thailand, but that got canceled. I was supposed to go there in Phuket. Hi, Vivian. How are you this evening? Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. But I'm interested in knowing where you all are going in 2026. Anybody not from the U.S. on here right now? Well, I know it's probably like 8 a.m. in the morning in Asia. So anybody not in the U.S., like anybody traveling to the Caribbean or South America or Australia, because I've never been to Antarctica and I've never been to Australia. I've been to all the other 5 continents. I've been to Asia, I've been to Africa, I've been to Europe, I've been to South America, and I've been in North America because I live in North America. Okay, I haven't been to Hawaii. That's one of the 13 states I have not traveled to yet. I have not been to Hawaii, Washington, Oregon, New Mexico, Idaho, North Dakota, Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Oklahoma, and there's one other place, and I can't remember what it is. But I've been to all the other states. I've been to 39 out of the 50 states. So I've been to Alaska, I've been to Puerto Rico as a territory, and I've been to St. Thomas as a territory as well. Oh, I'm sleepy. But yes, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It does. I'm gonna mispronounce it. Danang. Does it have another name? I don't know if you're still on here or if you left. But does it have another name? Like, what was the original name of the city? Because I know when we had the Vietnam War, a lot of the city names changed from what they used to be. So that's why I was asking that. So if you're new and you're just coming in, we're talking about Travel 2026. I want to know where you're going. I know somebody was on here and they were going to Gatlinburg. I've never been to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I've been to Nashville and I've been to Memphis. Um, I've actually stayed in Nashville and Memphis. I had a cousin that lived in Memphis, and in Nashville, I went for a conference, stayed at the Gaylord. Yeah. But yeah, anybody going somewhere, going to Antarctica? That's what I want to know. I want to know if anybody's going to Antarctica or Australia. Those are the two places that I would love to go. I'm saying that Antarctica. Stalin, what up? Um, um, so I know I want to go to, yeah, I want to go. I want to go to Antarctica, but I'm not going to Antarctica till I turn 50. When I turn 50, I'm going to Antarctica. That's what I told myself. So then I could be finished with, I've been to all 7 continents on the face of the earth. Anybody else? And so I think this year what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to knock off the 11 states that I have not visited, and I would like to end with Hawaii. And I know that when I go to Hawaii, I want to cruise. So I know that I want to do a cruise where it'll allow me to go to all the islands. And I think it's called the Nepali Coast. I want to cruise through there and see the dolphins and the whales and, you know, the scenery. Because I saw that on TikTok. I was like, oh, that's beautiful. So I would like to end with Hawaii. And then I was thinking about doing the New England states in the summer so that I can go to the Lobster Fest that's in Maine. Oh, that's the one. I forgot Maine. So that makes my 11. Sorry about that. So I have not been to Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut, Oklahoma, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii. Dang, I keep messing up. Did I say New Mexico? Yeah, I said New Mexico, Oklahoma. I've been to Kansas. I've been to Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. Contrary to popular belief, I've been to both of those places. I've been to South Dakota. Oh, Idaho. I think that's the last one, Idaho. Oh yeah, I think we got a trip planned to Idaho, so that'll be interesting. I've been to Montana. I've been to Wyoming. I would not recommend Wyoming to anybody, and it's because it's nothing there. It's literally nothing there. You just drive for hours, and there's no human life. You're the only human. You and the people in your car are the only humans in Wyoming, like wherever they are. I think it was called Sander, Wyoming. I should look that up. Oh, my phone. I think it's called Sander, Wyoming. I'm gonna look it up now. Sander, Wyoming. Sanders. Is it Sander or Sanders? Sander. Sander, Wyoming. Let's see. Oh, no. I don't think that. It was the only city that had a grocery store in it when we were in Wyoming. So we drove from Jackson Hole, Wyoming, all the way over to the city. And it was the only gas station that I saw too once we left Jackson Hole, because we went to the Grand Tetons. Once we left Yellowstone. So we were in Yellowstone, we left Yellowstone, went to the Grand Tetons, and then from the Grand Tetons, we went down to this. It was like Sandra. It was like a, dang, what is the grocery store? It's a well-known chain grocery store, which made me notice it. Hello, how are you this evening? Welcome in. What are your travel plans for 2026? Are you going anywhere in Canada? I almost made it to the Yukon, the national park. I didn't know that the Yukon, the truck in America, was named after a national park until I went to Alaska and we were going to take the train up. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you have fun in Florida. What part of Florida are you going to? Florida and Cali. What part of Florida? What part of California? I've never gone to like San Francisco. Oh, well, I hope you have fun at your birthday party. Oh, you've been there like 5 times already. Yeah, last time we went to Key West. So we flew in. We flew into Miami, drove down the first time, and then this last time we went to Key West, we actually flew into Key West. I'm not a big fan of Miami, but if you love it, I like it. And I think it's just because when I was little, I tell the story all the time. I remember seeing on the news, and it would just be people dead in their cars because of the drug war and all this stuff down in Miami, and it just was so scary. So I hope you have fun. What part of California are you going to? I I just went to Canada. It wasn't this year. It was last year, end of 2024. Yeah, Miami is. It's really, really crazy. It's not crazy no more. It's calmed down a lot, but I just remember that as a kid. So, and then, when I went, okay, I went to, then I remember the first time I ever really, really went to Miami, nobody spoke English. And I was like, what is this? Like, where am I at? Like, I didn't even know, you know, I just didn't know that that was possible in America. Like, and that was in 1999 that I was at the Miami airport and nobody spoke English. Like, it was hard to find somebody to speak English. Everybody spoke Spanish. I felt out of place. Yeah, it didn't. It didn't. It doesn't feel like the United States. So yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else going anywhere? I've been to LA many times, many, many times. I've flown out of LA to go to Asia before. When I went to Bali, I flew out of LA. I think that's Terminal 5, which is the international terminal. So we flew out of Terminal 5. We went to Singapore first, and from Singapore, we went to Bali. We were on Singapore Airlines. So that was a nice experience. Actually, it was a really nice flight, too. I was not in first class. I was in coach. That was a nice flight. We were in upgraded. They didn't have any more coach, so it's like coach, and then it's another class. And so the class above coach, that's the class I was in, because you could let up your feet and recline back even more. And it was 3 seats. So that's the class I was in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talk about all things hospitality and travel. All of the content that you see on the site, there are actually videos that I have recorded. There are places that I have been. It is not someone else's content. It is my content. I've been to 39 of the 50 states. Again, I only have 11 more to go. So I'm kind of happy about that. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have not been to Hawaii, Idaho, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Oklahoma, North Dakota, Washington, Oregon, and there's two more, and I can't think of the names of them. But I've seen, and when I say I've been to these states, I've actually driven through the state. I've seen the Capitol. I know what it's like. Except for Salt Lake. I haven't, Utah, I did not go to Salt Lake City. I went to Zion and Bryce Canyon. That's what I did. I drove from Vegas and went to Zion and Bryce, and that's how I started going to national parks every year. Was because we were in COVID, there was nothing to do, and I needed something to do with my family. And so our very first national park trip was Zion. And then we started going to all these national parks throughout the country. And then it hit me like, why am I going to all these national parks? And it's a national park less than 30 minutes away from me that I could go visit. And so every year I go to one national park. I was thinking about going to a national park this weekend, but I think it's a forest. I don't think it's a national park. But I was really thinking about going to a national park this weekend. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And that's only because it's just such a long weekend, with President's Day being on Monday and most things closed. That is a federal holiday. I am so tired. I've been up since early this morning. As soon as I get off of this live, I know I am going to go take a shower and go to sleep. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talk about all things travel. I have not been to Jamaica in like 2 years. It'll be 2 years in July. It'll be 2 years in July that I have been to Jamaica because I didn't go in 2025. I went in 2024, got stuck in Hurricane Beryl, and got scared and was like, oh, I'm never coming back here again. And then it's so interesting because we got stuck in Hurricane Beryl in 2024. They ended up having a hurricane in 2025. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's the sign to not go back to Jamaica again. But if you've never been to Jamaica, I recommend you go. I love the cuisine. I love the hospitality of the people. They're very nice and hospitable. I haven't had a bad experience at all in Jamaica. Acts of God do not count as a bad experience. So, yeah. But where are you going in 2026? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know where you're going. I want to know if I want to go where you're going. Please comment. Tell me where you're going. Where are you traveling to in 2026? What do you have going on? If you traveling to 10 different places, I want to know that. 12, I want to know. My first trip of the year was to Lafayette, Louisiana. Louisiana is not the top of my list of places to go. But I had a meeting. I signed up to go to this meeting, and so there I was in Lafayette, Louisiana. I will only be going to Louisiana one other time in my life, and that will be my last time going to Louisiana because I am not a fan of Louisiana. I'm just not. Where are you going? I know it's some people in here, so I want to know where you're going this year. I want to know if I want to go. Anybody been to El Salvador? There were some inexpensive tickets to El Salvador. El Salvador and Washington, the state. I saw some inexpensive tickets to leave this weekend to go to those two places. Where is everybody going? Where are you traveling to this year? Let me know. I want to know. Where are you going? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Every short you see, every video made is all filmed by me. The tickets, I had looked even into going to, and I always mispronounce the name, Antigua, and Barbuda. Because Nobu is open. It is not closed. So in the summertime, the island, Barbuda, is basically shut down. So the best time to go is this time of year. So I was like, maybe I should go there because it's so cold. And today was the first day that it actually warmed up in my city. So where are you going? Where are you traveling? Leave a comment. Let me know. Let's talk about what you're doing for 2026. Where are you traveling to? Who's going with you? Have you already booked your hotel and your flight? Those are things I want to know because the sooner you book your flight, the cheaper it is. The later you book it, the more expensive it is. I don't even know if most people know that. And most people book their flights 30 days before, 30 days or less. And there's actually research out there that talks about this. So I always try to get my flights ASAP. I know Hopper is an app. When they first came out, they used to pinpoint when was the cheapest time to book your ticket. I don't know if they still do that, but I used to use the app frequently, and this was prior to COVID, so I could know when was the best time to book my flight. So yeah, where are you going? Let me know in the comments. I want to know. Let's talk about what you're doing. We don't have to talk about what I'm doing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You leave a comment. You like this video. Where are you going? I don't know where I'm going. I have not written down my travel plans in like 2 years. Some people do purpose planning, like where they sit down and they write down everything they want to accomplish in a year, right? Well, for me, I used to sit down and write down everything, everywhere I'm going to fly to. Like every place I was going, I would travel to, I would sit down and I would write it down month by month. So January, I have a list. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And every month I put down where I'm going. And I would write that in my book before we even got there. But last year I traveled so much, I didn't even write nothing down. And this year, I don't really have anything. I don't have nothing planned. I do not have any plan. I know I have to go to Louisiana again, which is my last time going. And I know I have to go to Georgia and Alabama. But I don't really have any plans. So where are you going this year? What are your travel plans for 2026? I want to know where you're going. I want to know if it's someplace that I have visited, someplace that I wanted to go. Somebody was on here earlier. They were going to Vietnam. I know I'm going to Vietnam this year. I know I'm going at least twice. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, where are you going? Where are you going? Let me know. Drop where you're going in the comments. Are you anybody flying first class this year? Business class? Are you excited about that? I flew first class to Taiwan last year because I was so tired. Oh my! So I ended up getting this first class ticket, and yes, I left my children and coach together because I had enough points on United, and I wanted to experience. Actually, I wanted to go to sleep. I did not want to be sitting up on a plane we went from, heck, where did we go? We went from San Francisco to Taiwan on United. So I did not want to be sitting up on a plane and tired from a 16-hour flight. I slept most of the flight. When I say I slept most of that 16-hour flight, that's how tired I was traveling to Taiwan with my family. I was incoherent. I mean, I did get up a couple of times, I think like twice, to see about my kids. But besides that, I put on those pajamas in first class and I went to sleep. I mean, sleep. I didn't even eat anything. You know, people be talking about the food and stuff, but I wasn't impressed with first class on a long haul United flight. I am a member of the United Club, so I do like to fly United because I can go in. But the Polaris Club, now that was nice. That was a step up from the United Club. And the lady was like, oh, when I was in San Francisco, she was like, oh, you don't have to you have access to Polaris. I would go over there. And I'm like, well, why? What's the difference? She's like, oh, the food is much better. I'm like, okay, I'm just coming to get some free food so I can take it back to my family. Because now my family can't go into the United Club unless I pay for them extra. Where it used to be when I first became a member, your family could go. So me and my two daughters would go. But I think it's like $14.99 a year to have access to the United Club for my family, and it's $7.99 for me. I'm like, oh, that's a no-brainer. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, and thank you to everyone who informed me where they were going. I hope you enjoyed Thailand, Vietnam, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and you have a great evening. I'm going to take a shower and go to bed. Good night. Bye bye.